Day 1 of 4. Atlas staging at Coleman. Heading up to Window Mountain Lake. Stopped in for a quick look at Chinook, and we are out. Back to go see Allison Creek Falls now. First cut block, just leaving Allison Chinook PLUZ, heading northwest up to Window Mountain. There's the window. Seven Sisters, Crow's Nest. Right now we just popped out above the trees, 9.6 kilometers, 490 meters. Seven Sisters, Crow's Nest, and heading north to Window Mountain still. Oh yeah, and there's the high ridge above us, so we're quite high up already. I think at this point there's just a lot of up and down traversing for the remaining 650-ish meters, since we're already this high up. Working our way along Dead Man's Peak. Still below Dead Man's, single track. And it comes to Big Cairn. Road continues above, road continues that way. I'm not really sure where to go, so we followed the road. And then it was obviously wrong, so we came back, looked around, and this is not well marked. We could see this trail from that little hill we were just on up there, so scooched back, and obviously this was the GDT. That's our trail down there, traversing. We are at the high shoulder. You can see Window Mountain. The window on Window Mountain. So we're just going to be dropping into South Race Horse Creek right away. And then we got a little bit of a climb, then more descent, and then climbing up to Window Mountain Lake. Again, trail has been very obvious. Pretty much like this, excellent, going fast, no bushwhacking, no deadfall, nothing. They're dropping down to South Racehorse Creek. There's Window Mountain, Window's disappearing now. There's Ward, and there's the Bowl and Headwall Route. that we climb up to go to the lake camp, and Racehorse Peak, and Gould Dome in the back. So going up to Racehorse Shoulder first thing tomorrow morning. Easy switchbacks down South Racehorse. In fact, they're too easy, they're barely descending. This would be a super easy walk up if you were going southbound. Window Mountain, Ward, and we're shooting that hill straight ahead. Go up, down, then start climbing to the lake. So there's Racehorse Peak, and the trail to Racehorse Pass goes behind this head wall. And for Window Mountain, we are going up here and into here. Lake's right back in there. And there's Ward. Made it to Window Mountain Lake. 20.7 kilometers, 1150 meters. Just as nice looking as last time I was here. And summited Ward. Not today though. Go set up the tent. Racehorse Pass, just out of view to the west. And there's the road that climbs up it. And we're continuing on to the grassy Racehorse Shoulder far ahead. We came from up over that ridge from Window Mountain Lake. There's Mount Racehorse, road to Racehorse Pass, and Racehorse Peak is beyond that. So continuing down the road, Racehorse Shoulder. And here's the horse bypass so they don't go into Window Mountain. And we go down the road and then take another vehicle road up onto that hill. Oh, the Racehorse Shoulder up track is super switchbacky. very, very low gradient. Barely getting your heart elevated on this. High point of Racehorse Shoulder. All the northern outliers of Racehorse Peak, all unnamed. Heading down to that green hill, up and over. There's Seven Sisters, Crow's Nest, and Ward. Descent from Racehorse Shoulder. Again, super gradual, so southbound or northbound, easy going for you on an ascent or descent. Climb 3 of 4 for the day complete. And once again, been a great trail all throughout the day. The ascent northbound of climb number 3, good gradient. The corners of all the switchbacks are taking a good beating from erosion. But there's one section before we hopped onto there that was confusing. There was newish orange painted stripes on trees going in the completely wrong direction from where the trail is. So followed an old vehicle road for a bit the wrong way, and the markings were still on there, but backtracked and corrected our mistake. So no clue why those markings are there. The mini rock wall. And our trail is going to shoot up to near there, scoot around, and then drop into North Racehorse Creek. A very overbuilt bridge for this creek. And that looks like Pride Rock up there. So last climb of the day, heading up. So we are top of climb 4 of 4. It continues on around the shoulder that way, but I guess we'll go as 50 meters to see the scenic lookout. Again, trail's been perfect whole day. North Racehorse Creek. Camp somewhere down there. And the trail continues around that top. Gaining 2 topo lines, doesn't go to the summit. the view is better from down lower since the shoulder wraps around here. We're dropping down the north face of fourth and last climb of the day. This is a different looking slope. Haven't really seen one that looks like this before. How it's super open, grassy, big trees. Different looking, that's for sure. Big grassy runway. We made it to North Racehorse Camp, 20.7 kilometers, 1,010 meters from Window Mountain Lake. Absolutely zero water on the whole almost 21 kilometers. Nothing, not a dribble anywhere. But this is a pretty cool area. People said it's one of the best that they've stayed at. I don't know how, but this is nice because there's two creeks merge into one. A little swim pocket there. Day 3, lots of road walking, cut block walking, and we're at Fred Creek Bridge. A nice new bridge. Lots of water coming through here. So, lots of new trails going through here, or going up in the area. Just gotta keep our eyes open and follow the correct one. Some areas have been a bit questionable with when you come out of the single track onto the roads about which way to go. Haven't seen any junctions, but making it. Well, today has been all walking through cut blocks on single track or old roads, but this is the most interesting thing we've seen all day. This is a huge bridge. So this is Dutch Creek Bridge, and soon enough we'll be at Dutch Creek Campground, and there's Dutch Road. Really nice forest. The last portion to Dutch Campground. There's Funnel North 4, I think it is. Far north outlier. Third week of August. Water source at Dutch Creek campground. Campground is up there on the far end of the rocks. You gotta walk just a bit down a good path. And you can see an old exploration cut all the way across the ski slope. Super visible in satellite too, so it ends just on this grassy patch over here. So there's Tornado heading to tomorrow. And going up Tornado Pass and then Tornado Saddle. Dutch Creek Campground. Campground was nice. Last night we got hit with a massive storm. Rained hard for 2.5 hours. Almost constant thunder and lightning. It was so loud. Closest it got was a 2-second count between the lightning and thunder. And camp is up there, well protected in the trees. Creek is down this trail. Some people aren't finding it. They see a little creek right here, but it is super tiny and muddy. And the bear locker is right there. So, creek, good flowing, way back there. Unfortunately, we have to now do Tornado Pass. So we'll see what it's like up there. I'm not looking forward to that. Upper Dutch Creek, looking at Tornado. Start of the avalanche gully. Tornado Pass. Not really any views. There's Tornado. Heading up that way now. The saddle is just up that way. Been good trail through here. Not many markings, but you can follow it. And there's the funnels. It's a good trail up. Hard to see, but it's easy to follow. side of Tornado Saddle. Descending, follow the switchbacks. That was intense. That is why it's called Tornado. Very hard to go up, but at least we had the wind behind us because it was pushing us over in areas. And we got orange cairns to follow, since this is all grass and no trail on the east side. Thanks, GDT. Two waterfall channels. Just off to the left of the trail. Brand new bridge a month ago over Hidden Creek. And we're on our way out to the Old Man Valley. Cross the Old Man River, see if it's any higher after all the rain last night. Hidden Creek Access Trail. Hidden Creek Trail, super easy to follow. A road all the way. So for ticks, days 1, 2, 3, 4 are rated 4, 5, 7, 4. Gives us an average of 5 over the duration. The lows were low, but the highs were super high. Great trip. After all that rain last night, 2.5 hours of good downpour. Old Man didn't spike. And there is the end. Great trip.